September has finally arrived, and while there are several songs suggesting you sleep through it or remember a specific day, I think you'll want to stay awake for this one. This month has so many heavy hitters and hidden gems that it really was hard narrowing it down to just 10 titles. So for that reason, this video will feel just a little bit different than our past ones. This is Ron Burke from Gaming Trend, and this is our list of 10 games you should be looking for in the month of September. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle R. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is best known for its charismatic characters with over-the-top powers. All-Star Battle R brings together 50 of these characters from every story arc in a completely revamped fighting game where they'll square up using their supernatural skills. The previous game, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle, was released in 2013 for the PlayStation 3. In this new release, the battle system has been completely overhauled with adjustments to the fighting tempo as well as the addition of hit stops and jump dashes, totally changing the feel of the game. There's also fresh audio recordings from the anime voice actors and updates to the graphics, bringing the full atmosphere of the animated series to your console. You can pick this game up right now on all platforms. LEGO Brawls. The party brawler genre continues to pack a punch, literally. LEGO Brawls is an officially licensed game that allows you to design your very own LEGO minifig, customizing them with unique styles and abilities to give you an edge in the fight. Maybe you want to be a crazy cactus or a sledgehammer-wielding clown. Go for it. Build your ultimate brawler and then level them up with unlockable content. LEGO Brawls was first released on Apple Arcade and Mac in 2019, but it's now available for consoles. The game features many stages and customization options from various LEGO construction sets and other themes, including Ninjago, Jurassic World, and Monkey Kid. You'll battle it out in Smash Bros. Style matches of up to 8 players across different platforms. Along with these two great games, there have been a few recently released games you should be looking out for, including Made in Abyss Binary Star Falling into Darkness, and The Last of Us Part 1, for which you can read our review at gamingtrend.com. Moving along, the month of September really starts to pick up, which brings us to number 3 on our list, Steel Rising. Steel Rising takes us back to the French Revolution in 1789 Paris. The game has a steampunk vibe, kinda like Dishonored. Your goal in this challenging action RPG is to fight back against the Tyrant King's mechanical army to ensure the success of the revolution. You'll need to be quick and accurate, stringing together dodges, parries, jumps, and devastating attacks where every fight will test your nerve, discipline, patience, and skill. Carriages, grapples, secret passageways, and more help you to explore this darkened city full of secrets in your efforts to change the course of history. There are plenty of customization and upgrade options at your disposal, giving you the flexibility to play your way. Steel Rising will be available on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC on September 8th, and you can look for our review right about that time at gamingtrend.com. NBA 2K23. Realize your full potential and showcase your talent in the upcoming NBA 2K23. Take on NBA or WNBA teams and experience true-to-life gameplay. This iteration features more refined controls, a new arsenal of offensive and defensive skill-based moves, and updated one-on-one mechanics. You'll have to win the hearts of the city after being drafted over a preferred, more charismatic player named Shep in My Career. You'll guide your character on their journey to the top, throwing you right into the NBA draft. My Team is also back, of course, and you can build your own roster of legends to complete and climb the leaderboards, or you can build your own Hoops Dynasty in My GM, or even a level higher with My League. Or maybe you want to step back in time and into the shoes of Michael Jordan's ascent from collegiate sensation to global icon in the Jordan Challenge. There's so many ways to play this game and scale the leaderboards when NBA 2K23 releases on September 9th. Splatoon 3. Easily one of the most anticipated games of this month, Splatoon 3 takes players to the Splatlands, a sun-scorched desert inhabited by Inklings and Octolings. The city of Splatsville is desolate and chaotic, but that doesn't stop the turf wars that rage on in the new stages in the surrounding wilds. You'll join Agent 3 and the new Squidbeak Splatoon in their fight against the Octarians in an all-new story mode where you discover the secrets of Alterna and the Fuzzy Ooze. Like with previous Splatoon releases, there'll be a number of multiplayer modes to play as well, including the popular Turf War where players try to cover the stage with as much of their team's colored ink as possible before the end of the match. Salmon Run also makes a return and will now be available to play at any time rather than on a set schedule, and it will introduce new bosses, stages, and mechanics. There'll be a lot of returning stages and weapons, but also a collection of new content given the game's new setting. Splatoon 3 will be available on September 9th exclusively for the Nintendo Switch. Return to Monkey Island. Return to Monkey Island marks the return of series creator Ron Gilbert to continue the story of classic adventure games The Secret of Monkey Island and Monkey Island 2: LeChuck's Revenge. Guybrush Threepwood has fallen on some hard times and feels lost after failing to find out the secret of Monkey Island. He must take to the seas and explore the unknown if he wishes to rise to glory. Classic point-and-click gameplay is brought to the modern day in this installment. You'll have to explore islands and solve puzzles, all while being thrown into some rather bizarre situations. Embark on your very own swashbuckling adventure when Return to Monkey Island releases for Nintendo Switch and PC on International Talk Like a Pirate Day, September 19th. Ask me about Loom. The Deofield Chronicle. From our friends at Square Enix comes an all-new adventure, the Deofield Chronicle. The era of myths gives way to an era of great turmoil. War rages on for years on end. A battle of elite mercenaries calling themselves Blue Fox has risen from the chaos. Will they be a symbol of hope, or the darkest tragedy of the age? Another gorgeous entry into the strategy RPG genre, the Deofield Chronicle uses a new, highly strategic real-time battle system that allows you to unleash your strengths at just the right time to exploit enemy weaknesses. You'll have a variety of skills, classes, and equipment available to you to complete your mission, as this game gets the full RPG treatment. The Deofield Chronicle will be available on all platforms and generations, so everyone has a chance to experience this one-of-a-kind story. Pick it up for yourself on September 22nd, and check out the demo on PC and consoles. This next game has been in game preview on Xbox consoles and PC for over 2 years now, but it's finally here. Grounded. Join over 10 million players in the backyard where you'll fight to survive hordes of giant insects in the full release of Grounded. Finally, we'll all be able to see how the rest of the story pans out. Why were those group of teens shrunk down to the size of an ant? You'll scavenge resources to build up your base and construct different tools, traps, and weapons to try and defeat the bugs. Who would have thought the backyard would be so full of adventure? Grounded started as a small project from a team of only 13 people at Obsidian Entertainment, taking inspiration from films such as A Bug's Life and Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Since then, it's grown into a worldwide phenomenon. We're all very excited to see what else this game will have to offer. The full version of Grounded will be available on September 27th for PC and Xbox consoles. Legend of Heroes: Trails from Zero. It's been 12 years since our next game was originally released in Japan under the name Zero no Kiseki. Legend of Heroes: Trails from Zero and its sequel, Trails to Azure, form the Crossbell arc of the interconnected Trails sub-series that started with Trails in the Sky back in 2004. Trails from Zero follows the story of Lloyd Bannings and his colleagues as they form a special support section of the Crossbell Police Department. Together they must overcome the odds and seize the truth in a city gripped by corruption. This is the game's formal introduction to the West, with NIS America using a fan translation from 2020 as the basis for their translation. Legend of Heroes: Trails from Zero will be available for PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, and Windows on September 27th. But that's not all we have for the 27th, as there are a handful of other games releasing on that same day. Other games to look forward to are Animal Crossing-inspired Hoko Life, a new horror game called The Fridge is Red, and the Nintendo Switch version of Life is Strange Remastered Collection. FIFA 23. The world's game returns and comes packed with even more features than before. FIFA 23 puts you back on the pitch, now in both men and women's clubs, even including the Women's FIFA World Cup. The game will also feature better than ever before animations with the developers' Hypermotion 2 technology, where they reviewed millions of frames of footage to bring players the most authentic and realistic movement in-game. And, for the first time ever, crossplay comes to FIFA, so you'll be able to play with, or against, friends on different platforms of the same generation. With over 700 teams, more than 100 stadiums, and over 30 leagues, this is the world's biggest FIFA competition. The Ultimate Edition of FIFA 23 will give players a 3-day head start on September 27th, but everyone else can get a hold of the game when it drops on September 30th. This will actually be the last FIFA published by EA. Starting next year, FIFA will be producing the game themselves with their own third-party developers and publishers. It'll be very interesting to see where the future of football goes from here. Well, there you have it, folks. Way more than 10 games you should definitely be checking out throughout the month of September. Although it'd be a shame if we didn't also mention Valkyrie Elysium, Valkyrie Profile Lenneth, Temtem, and a new Shovel Knight spin-off called Shovel Knight Dig. The launch season is in full swing now, and we have so much more to look forward to in the coming months. So make sure you're subscribed to our channel so you can see what's next. Once again, my name is Ron Burke, Editor-in-Chief for GamingTrend.com, and we'll see you again very soon.